Hello everyone. In this video, we will discuss about neural networks. A neural network model is a computational model inspired by the structure and function of a human brain, which means a neural network works similar as a human brain. As a human brain consists of various neurons that are used for transmitting information. Neural network also consists of layers of interconnected nodes called neurons that process and learn from data to make predictions or classification. Neural networks are a key tool in machine learning and deep learning, and they are used to solve complex problems in areas like image recognition, natural language processing, and more. Now, how it works. There are three layers in which neural network is organized: input layer, hidden layers, and output layer. Input layer, this is where the data enters the network. Hidden layers, this layers processes the information. There can be multiple hidden layers. Output layer, this layer produces the final result or prediction. Now neurons. Each neuron in the network takes in some input, performs a calculation and passes the result to next layer. These neurons are connected to each other with weights which determines the importance of the input. Now training the network. This means the network gets better over time by learning from its mistakes and adjusting the weights to reduce error. And this is done by the process called backpropagation. Now activation function. This function is called every time after each calculation to decide if a neuron should pass the information to the next layer or not. Some of the common function includes rectified linear unit and sigmoid. Now we will understand the neural network better by one example. So imagine you have a pictures of a cats and dogs and you want to build a model that can identify which animal is in the picture. So in the input layer you have to feed the pixels of the images, and in the hidden layer the network processes the image learning different features like edges, shapes and textures. An output layer, the final layer outputs the prediction. Is it cat or a dog? Now, some of the real life applications of neural network are voice assistant like Siri or Alexa. Neural networks help Siri or Alexa recognize your voice and understand commands. Self-driving cars or driverless cars help the uses the neural network to see and interpret the environment. Recommendation system platforms like Netflix and YouTube use neural networks to recommend movies or videos based on what you have watched before. So this was all about neural network. Now we will understand the application of neural networks using Python. So in the first line, import numpy as np. This is used for creating synthetic data and manipulating arrays. Now, train test split is imported from a sklearn.model selection that splits the data into the training and test set. Confusion metric and classification report are used for evaluating the performance of the model. Sequential and dense come from the TensorFlow.keras and are used to create the neural network. Now, creating a synthetic dataset, np.random.seed 42. This ensures that random numbers generated are the same every time the code runs. This line ensures that 100 rows are generated and each containing two random values between 0 and 1. And in this line, we are creating a target array y for each row in x. If the sum of value is greater than 1, then the value is 1, otherwise it is 0. Now building a neural network model equal to sequential. This initializes the model as a linear stack of layers. In this, the input layer has a 3 neurons and there are the 2 inputs. And the activation function that is used is rectified linear unit. And in this line, the output layer has neuron with sigmoid activation, which is ideal for binary classification. Now in this, optimizer equal to Adam is used for training the model as it is good default choice for many tasks. Binary cross entropy is used to measure how the model is predicting the two classes. And the metrics accuracy, we track accuracy during the training and evaluation. Now we will divide the model into X and Y training and testing set. 80% of data will be in the training and 20% of data will be in the test set. This model.predict will be used for predicting the value. Now, evaluation of the model. Confusion matrix is used for evaluating the model. It contains two parameters, y test and predicted output, and is used to compare the actual values and predicted values. Now, then we will print the text confusion matrix, and after that, printing a confusion matrix. Now, displaying a classification report. We will print the text classification report and then use a classification report function that takes two parameters, y test and predicted output. This classification report provides us with the precision recall F1 score. So when we run this code, we will get the following output: confusion matrix and classification report, precision, recall, F1 score, and support. So this was all about the neural networks.